Jazz here again with the impromptu artist interviews at South by Southwest with DAWA Studios. I'm here with Rossana this time. So Rossana, tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing here at South by?
Yes, hi. So my name is Rossana. I'm from Texas, and I'm at South by because I do PR and I do event planning. I'm out here with an artist right now, and we're just seeing what's up in the artist lounge. Just thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Of course, that's really exciting. So now we've got someone. So you're on an artist team.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I wouldn't say that. I do more freelance.
Okay.
But yeah, that's like my bread and butter. PR, copy, things like that.
So are you in charge of an event for them here at South by?
So I planned an event for last week. It was like a women's event. It was like an art crawl, basically. So yeah, that was cool.
That's exciting. So we're talking visual artists.
Yeah, so I do, so I'm also a show producer and event producer. I kind of have a repertoire of things that I do. I don't want to put myself in a box. I'm very passionate about highlighting creativity, highlighting artists, making sure that they're put in the best light at all times, and everybody deserves a proper platform, and I try to give them that regardless of what their medium is.
I dig that. It sounds like you've turned event planning into an art within itself.
I would like to think so, actually.
I mean, I would say so. I know some artists who use like different mediums and, different tools. And it sounds like with your planning, you do it for different people in different ways.
Yeah, I really like that example, that comparison, because quite frankly, I've never thought about it, but that's beautiful. I think that, it's a dance, event planning. There's so many moving parts and like so many contacts and making sure that things flow smoothly. So when you're working with a team, you have to not only be a good leader, but also make sure that you're setting the right example.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill.
Yeah.
So I actually thought you were an artist because like your outfit is fly. Like you look like you're ready to like go on stage and just show up and show out right now. Is this like your usual like go-to like as far as your style whenever you're out and about?
So you'll catch me, however, honestly, I really love fashion. I'm very passionate about it. Actually met Ever from DAWA at I produced a fashion show last October. It was called Opus. And I'm very into fashion. I really love style, and I think that having range is more important than anything in fashion. Regardless of brands or how much money you spend or where you get your clothes, like having range is a superpower when it comes to fashion, and I just try to, utilize it, step into that. Yeah, but thank you. I appreciate you. I had to come correct. I'm working with people out here, and like, you look good, you feel good. You know what I mean? And I'm here to make my people look good. So yeah.
I'm all about it. I need to talk to you because like I like fashion, but I'm not good at discovering it for myself. Like my style is activewear, so I'm a personal trainer. So like that's usually my go-to. Like I would love to put something together like this, but I don't have it in me. I don't have it in my closet. So I consider that a skill 100%.
Thank you. I definitely do attest it to like the environments that I'm usually in. But I love athleisure. I'm not gonna lie. I will rock some athleisure. I think it's so cute, and it's like such a great way to embody our femininity. I'm sorry to like go on a tangent, but fashion.
No, tangents all day.
No, but I think that our bodies are so beautiful, and like athleisure is just a certain way of capturing that in a way that's like very tasteful. And there's also like an art to like wearing athleisure, So I see you.
I agree. You know what? I'm going to lean into my athleisure style just because you said that. Yeah. Instead of me trying to like run away from it, I'm going to just figure out like how to expand in that range.
Yes.
I like it. I'm so glad we had this conversation. So what are you doing specifically here at South by? What's your plan for the week?
Yeah. So right now I'm working a few events. We have one tonight. Mostly just promoting shows and making sure that we get the crowd out. Tonight is sort of like an exclusive event, so I can't really be like, But later in the week, there is a discotheque at FSG. Just Jim. He's a fabulous DJ here in town. He's putting that together at Fine Southern Gentlemen. Sorry, I'm saying FSG because I say that all the time. But Fine Southern Gentlemen, check it out. Also, we have another show tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow is a really big show. It's going to be on Red River. It's called No More Mr. Nice Guy. It's a production that the team has been working on for a long time, and a lot of heart has gone into it, and I think you wouldn't want to miss it.
All right, so we got tonight at FSG, and then tomorrow we got No More Mr. Nice Guy.
No. Tomorrow we got No More Mr. Nice Guy. Saturday we have FSG.
FSG's Saturday. All right, tonight is the exclusive one that you can talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. All right.
Yes.
So, so are you working with a team of people here for this week?
No, I'm just doing bits and pieces here and there. Yeah, I don't like to mess up the flow. I like to just add to whatever's going on, and that's what I do.
I dig it. So what advice would you give somebody who's maybe young and they feel like they have that, creative side of their personality, they like organizing things like you? How would you recommend that they move forward down that path and get started with making that a profession?
Go out, enjoy yourself, make friends, meet people. Don't go out to try to make yourself be something that you're not. Honestly, being yourself will get you so much further in life, and the right people will come into your life all the time. I believe in divine timing, and I truly do believe that we're put in every situation that we're meant to be in, just like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the third person today to bring up authenticity specifically as the key to success.
That's the key, I promise. The right people will find you.
The right people will find you.
Yes.
Was there anything on your particular journey that you feel like, oh, this was the moment that I knew I could, lean into this and make this a part of my lifestyle?
I actually was on a totally different career path for a long time. And I love to throw parties. I'm very proudly Mexican. I grew up, barbecues on the weekend, and like every celebration that we could have was like a huge event. So I love hosting. I have dinner parties, and that's how it got started. And then my friends were like, "Can you organize my birthday? Like, can you do this?" And then it got into like, "Oh, I'm having a show. Can you help me out?" And so when you have, like I said, when you go out and you meet people, just to meet them, when you're working on something, you'll be like, oh, this person does this. I wonder if I can reach out to them. Or this person does that. Like, let me extend, a branch or, a question or whatever.
I like it.
Yeah.
So it sounds like for you, the passion kind of came before the profession. Like you were doing it because you enjoyed it, because it helped out people that you care about in your life, before it was like, okay, now you got to pay me.
Yeah, I will also say, I totally believe in paying artists what they're worth. I do it every opportunity that I can get, and I also do believe in doing things off the love. Like helping build something and growing with a community is so important and vital in doing things. And like doing things off the love is okay, but you have to know when you need to get paid and when doing things off the love isn't paying the bills anymore. But I think it's when you're first getting started, it's something that you have to go through.
Facts. I was actually talking with another artist about it earlier today. It was a little bit from a different perspective, but she was talking about how she considers herself to be a part of like several different demographics. Like, she's multiracial, identifies with multiple identities. But one of the things that she put out there, she was like, yeah, I am making my music to make money. Because a lot of artists are like, I have a passion for it, yada, yada. She's like, no, I need to make money. And one of the things that we talked about that I think relates to what you're saying was the fact that if she wasn't making money, she wouldn't be able to give to the communities that she belongs to the way that she wants to, because her cup would be empty. So she'd always be worried about her own survival, and then she wouldn't have the resources to build what she wants to build for them. And I think that's so important for people to think about when we're like, oh, I want so-and-so to do this for free. And it's like, they might be able to do it once or twice, but in order for them to like really give all they can and be what they fully can be.
You have to put them on the right platform. You have to support them properly. I completely agree. Yes, I think that's such an important point to make, and a gentle reminder, that you can't pour into a cup with an empty pitcher, and you have to like make sure you're being taken care of before you can take care of others, and it'll come back to you.
Oh, 100%. So before we wrap up, what do you have planned for the future? So right now you're here at Southwest, have some dope events planned. So where do you see yourself moving from here, like this time next year?
Oh, this time next year? So I'm actually also a jeweler. I started a jewelry line in 2021, and it's going really well. And so I have planted a few seeds, and I'd like to start producing that in a different way. And so hopefully next year, that's what I'll be doing, is like being a jeweler, and also hopefully still doing things like this.
All right. Yeah. So by this time next year, we're going to be planning stuff and also have a jewelry line. That is amazing.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for this conversation, Rossana. Before we get out of here, you can go ahead and shout yourself out, shout out your social media, and let everybody know where they can find you.
Yes. So thank you so much, DAWA, first of all, for having me. This was amazing. It was wonderful to meet you, Jazz. You can follow me on IG. So my IG is thatgirlrossana_ at the end. That's me.